Stop. If I start shouting, he's far up here. I can't even concentrate.
Except this much.
Okay.
You're
You're good. Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Why do you think? Hey y'all, this is Chanel and I'm here with Prince J+R and this is Year of the Prince.
Technically, we have 3 more minutes. Yeah, is it just the list of names or no? She probably should go.
Yeah, you should go though.
Okay.
Thank you. Awesome. Oh my God.
Tonight is a celebration. Good vibes and it's so amazing. Cause you know that we made it to another one. Tonight is a declaration. Good life and it's yours, embrace it. Cause you know we're the greatest and you know we are. Cheers.
Prince J+R is an incredible visionary.
His creativity is limitless. The things he can come up with his brain as far as correlating the music with the video, with the meaning behind it. Every song literally has a meaning that sometimes you may not catch then, but you listen to the song about it a few more times, you're like, oh, that's what that meant.
He is a very bright-spirited person. I've never seen him come in the studio with his head down and defeated, ever.
A lot of times people can just see the perception of Prince J+R, you know, the crown and the royalty and his image and everything like that. But, you know, behind the scenes, not that he likes to show it a lot because Prince J+R is, you know, who he is as an artist, but, you know, he's definitely a fun, loving, outgoing. His energy like just lights up the room as soon as he comes into it. I've never, you know, really met someone who, you know, thinks the way that he does, and that when he enters a room, he, you know, everyone kind of just stops and he's able to really control the room.
So he came in almost as a rapper when I first met him. And then he experimented with melodic sounds and auto-tune and trying to play with, trying to get his direction sonically different. And it worked. It worked crazy on that record.
I feel like my mind a prison. All these drugs up in my system. I feel like I'm kinda twisted. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Dopamine, dopamine. I know that you're telling me my heart's slowly killing me, but I am in love. Sweet love.
I would say Dopamine was challenging just for the simple fact that for this new era of Prince J+R and just everything that I, you know, really put out this year, it was just the first project. And so I think I had a lot of anxiety. I think that whenever you're doing something for the first time, there's just a lot of fear, there's just a lot of uncertainty, but I really just said we just have to give it to God, do our thing, and just go out in the woods and, you know, get this video done.
I said, you know, I really need you, even though you see through. Always got a lot of me, why do I believe you? Say you make me feel good, then why I feel empty? I can't turn my back on you, I swear that you tempt me, and you just fill me with envy. I think you looking so sexy, baby, you always perplex me, cause I know you cannot text me.
Being a part of Dopamine was a great experience. It was actually one of my first encounters with Prince J+R, and for him to trust me with that project. In the beginning, I didn't understand what it was. Like I said, when you read it on script, I didn't know what this man was talking about. But as any other consumer, I have to try to make their vision come to life. And actually, until the day of, I didn't get it because we actually switched it a couple of times. And that's another challenging part about working with Prince J+R. He can have this amazing script written out, and then hours later, he's like, look, man, B, trust me. On this one, I'm like, okay. And it worked out really, really well.
I've been drinking and I've been thinking in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. Lonely nights, no intervention. I never mentioned this is the pain of my addiction. Sin of commission, ayy.
Ironically, that video as well was totally different when we were in the pre-production phases of it, and then the day before I just changed my mind and I basically had this new idea to basically have a whole new narrative. And I remember telling my director, and he just was like, okay, wait, what? And I just was like, you know, this is gonna be challenging because we're kind of doing it just last minute. I called up some people and they just came through and we shot it, and I just feel like it's one of my most epic videos, hands down.
When it's dark outside, all I do is wait for you and cry. See my tears come down my eyes.
think you give me the good ones. All of his music is great, but I have the interesting ones on my plate. That day was a very great day, very interesting day, very fun day. So I guess it's an honor to actually to be a part of that.
When I'm dark inside, why she love me when it's dark outside? She only love me in the middle of the night. She give me love until the end of time.
The whole Prince idea and my image really was birthed from Dopamine and just from that whole aesthetic. I think a real fun fact about Dopamine, I don't think people know this because people don't really know all of the people who were actually behind some of those costumes, but Nick Walker, he's actually featured on the song, but he actually is also in the bunny rabbit costume as well. So I guess that's a fun fact people wouldn't know.
She only love me in the middle of the night. She give me love until the end of time.
I smoke it, I drink it, I take it, I roll it and I smoke it, I drink it, I take it. I don't know why I smoke it, I drink it, I take it, I roll it.